From the website of Panay Andov, Australia Safe Zone 2012, you can donate there to his website, which is absolutely amazing, by the way. This is just for information purposes only, he says. Back in 2008, he was given by the ETs a holographic projection about this area. The content was that this area will sustain the extreme geological changes that will soon happen on planet Earth if the Flower of Life force field is not constructed. It's their information, not his. He was asked to pass his information to the people, and that's what he did. Nothing more, nothing less. So he's just giving the information. So there's the spot there, I guess, marked by the little triangle area. That's the only spot. Anyhow, we shall see. Oh, and there it is on the map. Okay. I'll post a link to this website so people that live down there. So it looks it's down by the border of Queensland and New South Wales. And there it is again. He's not being held responsible for any action taken as a result of this information, because he's just a messenger, basically. So there you go. And then, ooh, very interesting diagram there. Very interesting. Yoa. Isn't that interesting? Everyone's action is their own decision, so use your own brain, I guess. You're responsible for whatever you do. Let's have a look. There's a whole bunch of links there. You can track planetary changes on many websites. He's giving links to a bunch of websites there that you can check out for planetary changes. SOT.net, The Extinction Protocol, PoleShift.name, The Truth Behind the Scenes, Interceder.net, The Sinkhole, Biblio, Tech App, Ladies, or whatever, End Times Prophecy. So many people asked him to elaborate more on how he got the information about the triangle. Some people experience astral projection with full awareness from about a few seconds to about a minute or so. Rarely people that are training in these arts more than 20 minutes, if they train with years. Boy, this is bad English, just a sec here. Rare people that are training these arts more than 20 minutes if they train with years. I have no idea what that means. Anyhow, it's a different, he's obviously writing from a different language, so we'll try to understand it. So he's done hours of extensive training in astral projection, more than 8 hours, blindfolded. He was able to sustain himself without losing awareness of his consciousness, which means that most people, when they fall asleep, they'll fall into darkness and experience the time frame only as a dreaming experience. Well, I've done this myself, so I know exactly what he means by maintaining your awareness, okay? So it's exactly what it means, being aware of your surroundings. You can see, you can hear, you can smell everything, just as if you were there, okay, from the same perspective. So during those time periods that sometimes lasted for weeks, and the result of constant training, his pineal gland was in a position to manifest DMT inside the brain on his command. So he made a conscious command to manifest DMT, and it worked. Well, I believe that's possible, even though I don't think I've done that. I do believe that's possible. I think we control our computer, which is our mind, okay? So we're the main computer for our computer. That's the way I look at it. So E.T. showed him more moves on how to control his brain by certain efforts and of his consciousness and a lot more. As soon as his physical life was over, and he was getting ready to go to sleep, it was time for his astral life of the day. So, in other words, he had his regular life, and then at night he had his astral life. And he can tell you that he enjoyed it with full glory. The only regret was that he could not bring the camera with him to show people how magnificent and beautiful the universe is. Well, that's good to hear. As humans use technology to trace many things on this planet, other races use advanced technology and psionic power to trace any movement or progress in the genetic makeup. He was approached by both positive and negative groups, showing interest in what he was able to do and what his purpose was in doing it. Some of the experiences he put in his book, so he's written books, Extraordinary Powers in Humans. But that is nothing. I haven't spoken about the full experience and interaction with other species for years. What I know will die with me, because most people are not ready yet for the truth. So he's had a lot of experiences. Back in time, as far as he can recall, when he was 7 and taken for the first time, he was told that something magnificent was going to happen soon, and many spirits would return to the stars in 1995 to 96. In a few time frames of supersensitivity of his pineal gland and not losing consciousness at all 24 hours a day, as soon as he was on the astral plane, the education was conducted in that other place of existence out of reach of so-called NSI, all-seeing eyes. He was informed by a positive race that some extraordinary cosmic event will take place soon. So that wasn't that long ago. That was only 95, 96. So that's not really that long ago. So I think that, you know, there's remote viewing done by NASA, so this is basically kind of what he's talking about. He's going there physically, but not with his body, okay? Anyhow, I wasn't shown any details, and the training went in another direction that he's never spoken about, but in 2008, by direct ET guidance, he was shown a holographic visual explaining to me that if humanity does not wake up on time and start using its psionic potentials, there will be a crack opening in the African continent, a crack that will wipe out everything in the region and beyond, disturbing the balance of the tectonic plates, creating pressure on an Australian plate and opening up in the line that I show in the pictures. This triangular area was zoomed in on to show people where to evacuate. Now, I've seen African with huge cracks in it. I've made videos about that myself. I know that's true. There is a great big crack happening in Africa, and they do think it's going to split in two. So, yeah, I'm finding this very interesting. So, look at that. There's a crack there. He's showing you a diagram of what he saw. So there's Africa. And there's Africa with the big crack in it. Look at that. It's like a ball would get in it. Soccer ball or something. Okay. And the safe place to go is there in Australia. In the little place there in the middle. Okay. According to what he was shown. Since he took a body that was born in Macedonia, and that's where he resided mostly before he arrived in Australia. He was told that he needed to evacuate from that region since the event will unfold, and that's what he did. So he relocated to Australia. He received and understood their message with crystal clarity of consciousness, a lot more superior than the awareness that he uses at this moment to blindly type on the keyboard. They're far away at this moment, but they will return just before the nexus will make a physical, energetical contact with this solar system. Okay. That looks pretty familiar. According to them, the area will sustain the extreme geological disturbances appearing in the near future. All those cracks that are appearing lately will culminate with extreme geological turbulence that you know what it means. I didn't design it this way, simply how things are, but I can tell you that everyone who is ready for the next step in their cosmic existence will get the chance, and the door will open for them if they choose. So you're either gonna evolve, or you're evolve into the being that you were meant to be. Okay. So his soul's purpose is to help in this transition. His only task is to help beings incarnated in human bodies that are ready for the next step will be coming into the triangle from all parts of the world. Wow. So I'll stop the video here, and then I'll maybe pick it up in another video. This is Traders Beware. Thanks for watching this video.